popped in there at one point as well, which I loved. And again, that's like from the, because I'm a huge Snyder fan. I love Man of Steel. I love Batman vs Superman, the unrated cut as well. But dropping that in like that, because that's from the opening of BVS and kind of Batman's theme as well. So talk about using that specifically too.
Same thing. We cut to it when we were editing. And then same thing where Hans was like, but I wrote that song for this universe. So why aren't we using it? That's what you do with themes. He's like, themes and things you can change. Why? Let's just use it. And so same thing where it was so perfect and we cut to the rhythm of it exactly. So then it was just, it was great. It was true. It's like, yeah, that's what we're the DC universe.
I posted my review. I got a ton of messages from people who were like, how does it connect? Where does it weave in to Justice League and the movies that came before it?
Yeah.
Knowing what happened on Justice League, did you even go back and take a look at the theatrical cut to see how Gal was handled in that to make this match at all? Or do you really just think it's in universe with yours?
The Justice League?
The one that hit theaters.
No, I think that all of us DC directors tossed that out just as much as the fans did. That.
What is going on, my beautiful DC brothers and sisters? It's your boy, the Truth 31. Hit like, subscribe for all that DC goodness on that face, neck, and chest. And bruh, we need to take a moment and just bow down to Patty Jenkins. Because bruh, Patty Jenkins, bro, she ain't playing. Patty, why are you such a savage? You're a savage, Patty Jenkins. Stop it, bruh. She just said Joss Whedon, Josstice League. Who? What's that? Oh, you mean that dude that looks like Mars Attacks? Yeah, I don't know that dude. I don't know that film. I don't know what happened. That Wonder Woman in that film has nothing to do with my version, my iteration. Not Zack Snyder's, not mine, not anything. So whatever that was back in 2017, consider that garbage trash, because that has nothing to do with me. Ooh, man, I love it when DC directors are coming out more and more and just like trashing Joss Whedon, trashing Jeff Johns, and trashing that 2017. She just said, look, that's garbage. That's not continuity. Zack Snyder's Justice League, that's my Wonder Woman. That's part of the whole Snyderverse. That's part of the whole continuity that we're building off of, which is awesome, fantastic. That's exactly what I wanted to hear. I love it. And I love the fact that they're going to use the BVS theme, the Hans Zimmer from the opening sequence. I love that I think what's it called? A Beautiful Lie? I think that's what it's called, right? Such an amazing piece of music composed by Hans Zimmer and Junkie XL, if I believe. And the fact that they're going to use it in Wonder Woman 84, bro, I love it. I love that they're just sticking to continuity, and I love it. And there were some conspiracy theories within the DC, fandom that, Patty Jenkins hated Zack Snyder, or there was some kind of rift between them. And I've seen this on my Twitter, and I'm looking at it, and I'm just like, what are you talking about? I was like, are y'all serious right now? Like you couldn't believe the conspiracy that was going on. I was like, oh, what I heard. I heard from my sources, blah, blah, blah. I heard from my sources from, geekdom.com that, Patty Jenkins hates Zack Snyder. And I'm just like, why? Why would she hate Zack Snyder? Like, that makes no sense. Everyone that works with Zack Snyder or has a collaboration with him loves working with the dude. So why would she hate Zack Snyder? Like, it just didn't make any sense to me. It's like, I didn't get it. I didn't understand it. Just like, okay, whatever. But to me, this makes me even more excited for Wonder Woman 84. I cannot wait to see it. Now, do I think it's going to be the best DC movie ever made, like these Twitter influencers are saying? No, I don't think so. I think it's going to be a solid film. And no, I don't think it's going to be Marvelized or whatever that stupid crap that people keep saying. I think it's going to be a solid film. It's going to be a solid entry into the DCEU. And speaking of DCEU, I had this thought. I had this theory. I'm thinking like, look, what if the Snyder Cut is such a massive, massive success that Warner Brothers comes to Zack Snyder and says, listen, I know the Flash movie, the whole multiverse thing is supposed to reset, quote unquote, the DC universe. But I'm thinking, what if it resets it back to the Snyderverse? And I know Zack Snyder mentioned that his Justice League, like his story, is mostly his Elseworld story. So it's not going to connect to whatever Warner Brothers has for the theatrical side. But again, if it's a massive success, as we all think it's going to be, I can see Warner Brothers coming to Zack Snyder, talking to Zack Snyder, is like, listen, instead of this whole Elseworld pitch, why don't you just, bring it back? Like, why not just make your Snyderverse the DCEU verse? Make it canon, so that way it doesn't have to separate, from the Snyderverse and from the theatrical side. I know it's probably a long shot. It's probably just going to stay the Snyderverse on HBO Max, and it's not going to conflict with whatever Warner Brothers is doing on the theatrical side with Wonder Woman and Aquaman and future movies. But why not? Again, like, crazier things have happened. I wouldn't be shocked. Now, listen, do I think it's going to stay on the Elseworld track on HBO Max? Yes, I do. But, again, crazier things have happened. I wouldn't be surprised at all if someone at the top of Warner Brothers was like, listen, let's make the Snyderverse, quote unquote, let's make that canon. Let's go back to 2016. Let's go back to 2013 and, really get behind Zack Snyder's vision and really just stay on track with what Zack Snyder was building, and just build off of, Zack Snyder's Justice League Part 1 and Part 2, and just, continue with Zack Snyder's legacy. Like, Zack Snyder's Justice League is now the main official canon. Why not? I can see that happening. I could totally see some executive at Warner Brothers, going down on their knees, like begging Zack, like, please, Zack, let your Justice League be canon for our future projects with DC and Warner Brothers. I don't know. It's going to be very, very interesting to see what the numbers are going to be like for Zack Snyder's Justice League once it drops on 2021 on HBO Max. Again, if it's a big, massive hit, it's going to be very, very interesting. Like, we're living in interesting times. Zack Snyder's back on track. And again, this whole Flash resetting the DC, maybe it's just, going back to 2013, and the reset is just making Zack Snyder's Justice League canon for everything now. Like, Zack Snyder's DCEU is canon for the theatrical side, and they're just going to ignore the whole Elseworld, pitch. I don't know, but again, it'll be really interesting to see what the director Andy does, and again, 2021 is going to be very, very interesting, to say the least. But anyway, those are my thoughts. Smash that like button, my beautiful DC brothers and sisters. Subscribe, hit me up on Twitter, Instagram. Let's continue having a DC conversation as always. Support DC, love DC. Do you think if Zack Snyder's Justice League is a massive success, that it's just going to stay on HBO Max on the Elseworld story? Or do you think it's going to be officially main canon for the entire DCEU on the Warner Brothers theatrical site? Let me know in the comments down below. But either way, DC fans are winning, like always. And that whole Marvel investor shit, that was just boring trash. I'm not excited at all. Captain Marvel 2, yeah, I'm super excited for that. Get out of here. And as always, truth out.